Hey, good day, everyone. In tonight's free video, I want to take a look at the Netflix and a few other markets. So the first one I've got up here is Netflix, and the reason why I wanted to take a look at Netflix is you can see here that I've drawn this sort of support line that's been intact for quite some time here. So this dates all the way back. I think this is sometime in this is the early 2014 right here. And then you can see through the months we kind of came down and then went up, and then now it's early 2015 and we're sort of right back here. So what's very evident to you guys if you're used to seeing patterns is that this looks like the potential Head and Shoulders play, right? So today Netflix actually came out with earnings. They, quote unquote beat the street. More subscribers than the quarter before. I think it was up a few dollars after market. And it's not surprising that it's sort of holding here, right? So what I'm going to be looking for, this is a monthly chart, by the way, so each one of these candles represents a month, is I'm going to be looking to see, I'm going to look for any potential longs that may take us up from where we are. So we're trading, the Netflix is currently trading right around 350. I don't think it's I think it's probably very likely it'll probably try to get to at least 400. And then from there, if it's able to kind of keep pushing, it may even, get as high as 450. What I am obviously cautious about is whether it's going to be able to make new highs or if it's going to start to roll over. So I'm going to be paying attention to that. But that's a monthly chart. So what that is telling me in the back of my head is be aware for possible long entries, right? So what I'll start doing is drilling down to smaller time frames. So I've got a weekly here and then a daily, and then I can even go to like slightly hourlies, like 4 hour, 2 hour, and start looking for longs. But this is a tactic that I use a lot, and it's very, very helpful. And that tactic is to look at the much, much bigger picture and then sort of get an understanding of sort of the major direction, and then start whittling down and then look for places where you can enter with little risk and then possibly take advantage of that small. Like 450 from here looks like a big significant difference, right, from where we are. But when you look at it on the monthly, it looks like it doesn't look like much, right? So I like to do that, and it's a tactic that has worked well. Always try to do that. Get a big picture, and then once you can kind of get a solid foundation of where it's likely to start going, you can start whittling down, looking at smaller time frames, and then ride that. And you'll have a much higher success rate if you do that. All right, another market I want to look at quickly is Apple. We're 1 week away from their earnings. There's a lot of people that have certain numbers in mind for amount of iPhones they've sold. Some more people are expecting high 60 to 70 million iPhones sold in the holiday quarter. You can see here though that the chart hasn't really been doing much. There's been a lot of chop. It's kind of been in this little descending triangle for a few months now. I'm going to be watching it very carefully to see what happens here. I expect it to probably retest this level by the time earnings come out, and then it'll be interesting to see if it shoots up on earnings or if it kind of comes down. That will be interesting. Again, longer term, bigger picture, just like the last chart we looked at, I think there's a very good chance we're going to hit this 127 extension, and then it wouldn't surprise me if that momentum just continues to push through it into, this 1-to-1, possibly to 1618, between 145 and 155, throughout this year. So I'm bullish on Apple. I'm staying that way. I continue to stay long. If I get any more long entries, I'll let you guys know. I don't yet. But that's my thoughts on that. All right. Last market here, and this is the euro. So you can see I've got this euro here. This is a monthly chart, again, looking at the bigger picture. And something seriously significant has happened, right? The month isn't over yet, so things could turn around. But look at what's happening here on the monthly chart. This is major breakage here. This is breakage that hasn't happened, right? And I'll put another horizontal line right here. This is breakage that essentially hasn't happened since the lowest point last time was 2006. Okay, so that's a long time ago. So there is a little bit of support here, some previous resistance, but right now this is not looking very good, right? And it's going to be interesting to see where this starts going. I mean, we might end up under $1 in the next year. I don't have any shorting opportunities yet, but I will say this: with a break like this, let me remove this line. With a break like this, any retracements to this level, I'm definitely looking for shorts. So again, take that information, look for any retracement. So look what's interesting here. I'm looking at a daily chart now, and the thing that I see right here is I see the start of this high right here down to this low, right? So what I'm going to be looking for is any potential retracements. And look at that horizontal line there. So if I go from the high down to this low, oh, let me draw my fib. That's what I needed to do. So let's go from the high down to that low. What do we see there? We see that 50%, right, is at that line. So if the euro manages to retrace into this area, I definitely want to short it, right? So again, using the bigger picture to find a lower risk area to get in the move. So that's a play that I'm going to be looking for, and I'll keep you guys updated on that. All right. Hope that helps. Sorry for the long video, and we'll see you guys next time.